to explain how to make a very simple budget. First of all, what is a budget? A budget is a plan for money coming in, which we usually call income, and money going out, which is spending. You can make a budget for a particular event, like perhaps planning a child's birthday party or your own birthday party, maybe your sweet 16th, something like that. Or it could be for a week's worth of spending in your family, planning what you need to make sure you've got money for to pay for different bills. It might be a plan for a holiday or anything that really needs money to be accounted for. The goal of a budget is to be able to plan how much you need to spend and compare that with how much is coming in. Usually you need to make sure that you've got enough money coming in to cover the amount that you are spending. And if you sit down and write everything out, it's a way of saying, well, actually, no, I can't afford to buy my lunch this week. I'm going to take sandwiches from home or something like that, where you may need to make some kind of accommodation to make sure that works. Now, I'm going to work through a little example of a budget here. I've made one for a hypothetical birthday party. And we've got our little budget, we've got a plan, we've got a title here, and we've got two columns. Now these are both money, so if we put a little dollar sign in the top here, that means that we don't need to put them in every single time. Now, hypothetically, I've been told that I need to allow $250 for a kid's birthday, so that's quite a lot of money, eh? But we'll stick that in there. All right, so this particular example was my daughter's 10-year-old birthday party a couple of years ago. She wanted to take 3 friends to Clip and Climb, and actually, 3 friends, and it's $15 each. So that means that the Clip and Climb costs $45. Now, usually when we're doing money things, we align the zeros all over at the end. So I'm just going to go in and change that on my budget so you know where to go. So you line them up so they're all against the far column. That means we've got all the ones in the ones column, the tens and the hundreds, just like you did at primary school. All right, Clip and Climb. Then we're going to walk around to McDonald's, and they're all going to get a Happy Meal. So I'm going to allow $10 per kid for whatever they're going to get at McDonald's. So if there's 3 kids plus me and her big brother, so that's 5 people, $10 each. We're talking about $50 for McDonald's. It's not a party without a goodie bag, so let's have an allowance of about $10. I'm going to get some real cheap stuff from Kmart or something like that. So now I've listed all of my expenses. I'm going to add them up and put a total out here. So 45 plus 50 is 95, plus 10 makes it 105. So 105 goes in here. And so that's our total cost. Now further up the top here, we've got the amount that was saved to create for the birthday party. I'm just going to write that in here so you know. And so the surplus or the deficit we're going to take away. We're going to subtract 105, that's how much we're spending, from how much we had to spend, which is 250. So that will give us $145 of surplus. And so then if you were doing it on your own, you would put a circle around it, or else you could just make it bold and delete the word deficit, because we don't have a deficit anymore. So that party is ending up costing less than the plan, so maybe she gets to go ahead with it, or I have a bigger present or something like that, or maybe I just get to save $145. So that's how to make a budget. I hope that is nice and simple. I'm just going to go back through these column ideas first. You put the totals out here in the far column. So if we're looking, we've got, all right, we've planned to spend $250. Our total cost is 105. That means we've got 145 left over. And in this column here, we've got some of the details of like the individual costs for those items. And that just makes it a little bit easier to see. And that's the way that we would do it for an accounting budget. I hope that helped. Thank you.